Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel kaviwebdesigns, and today's topic is HTML CSS. But before we jump into our chapter HTML CSS, if you didn't watch our last video, please watch it right now as we're jumping into a new topic, HTML CSS. What is HTML CSS? Cascading style sheets CSS is used to format the layout of a web page. With CSS, you can control color, font, the size of text, the space between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background images or background colors are to be used, different displays for devices and screen sizes, and much more. The word cascading means that a style applied to a parent element will also apply to a children element with the parent. So if you set the color of the body to text to blue, all headers, paragraphs and other text elements within the body will get the same color unless you specify something else. Using CSS can be added to a HTML document in three ways: inline, internal and external. Inline, by using the style attribute inside the element. Internal, by using the style element in the head section. External, by using a link element to link an external CSS file. Inline CSS. What is an inline CSS? An inline CSS is used to apply a unique style to a single element, HTML element. The following example sets text color of the header 1 element to blue and the text color of the paragraph to red. As you see here, as I told you, I set the header 1 to the color blue and I set the paragraph to the color red. Now let's look at the Visual Studio Code. As you see here, we have our body. Inside of our body, the same little code that I told you before. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. As I told you, the header 1 will be displayed with the color blue as I put the color blue on it. Just is the same thing for the paragraph but for the color red. Now let's go to our PowerPoint presentation to learn about more. Internal CSS. What is internal CSS? Internal CSS is used to define a style for a single HTML page. The following example sets all the header 1 elements on that page to blue and the text color of all paragraph elements to red. In addition, the page will be displayed with a powder blue background color. Here we have an example. Inside where we have the style, and I'm styling the body with the background color powder blue, and I'm styling my header 1 with the color blue, and I'm styling my paragraph with the color red. Now let's look at this in Visual Studio Code. As you see here, I have the same code that was shown in the presentation. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. Now as you see here, I got my header 1 and I got my paragraph. But if you look at this, the background color is different. The background color is powder blue, which is a type of blue. And we have our header 1 which is set to the color blue, our paragraph which is set to the color red. Now let's close the Google Chrome and go to our PowerPoint presentation to learn about more. External CSS. An external style sheet is used to define the style for many HTML pages. To use an external style sheet, add a link to it in the head section of each HTML page. As you see in our example here, I put a head tag and it has the element link. Which has the REL attribute. REL attribute means relative attribute. So I gave it the attribute of style sheet. So it tells Visual Studio Code that it is style sheet. That means it's a CSS sheet. and I gave the herb, which means linking, which means I'm linking the page. So I gave styles.css. Now let's look at this in Visual Studio Code. As you see here, I have the same code that was displayed in the PowerPoint presentation. Now, if you see here, at the last, I have something called styles.css. As you see here, we have I'm styling my body with background color. It was the same code which was displayed earlier, but this time instead of being in a HTML page, it's in a separate page called styles.css. It's okay. You can name your style sheet anything you want, like time.css, anything, but it should end with a CSS, or Visual Studio Code won't recognize that it is a CSS. It is a CSS sheet. Let's go back here. Now the best thing about this is when you press Command or Control, and when you click on this, it will send you to the page if it's linked or not. If it's linked. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. As you see here, it's the same output that was given previously, but all it was is that I put the CSS code somewhere else instead of it being in the HTML page. Now let's go to our PowerPoint presentation to learn about more. And here's just an example of what's going to styles.css style sheet is going to look like. As you see here, the same code that was written in the style sheet. CSS colors, fonts and size. What is CSS colors? What is CSS fonts? And what is CSS size? I'll be explaining all of these right now. The CSS color property defines the text color to be used. The CSS font family property defines the font to be used. The CSS font size property defines the text size to be used. Let's have an example for this. Here, as we have an example here, which has a head. Inside of our head, we have the style. Inside of our style, we are styling the header 1 with the color blue, with the font family veranda, and with the font size 300%. And now we have a paragraph here, which has the color red, the font family career, and the font size 160 pixels, 60%. Now let's look at this in Visual Studio Code to see what's going to happen. As you see here, I have the same code here. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. As you see here, I have my header 1, but it's bigger than the normal header ones that people usually see. And the color is blue, and the color is set blue as I told you, and the font family is veranda, as you can see here. It's the same thing for the paragraph, but the font size is 160 pixels, and the color is red, and the font family is career. Now let's go to our PowerPoint presentation to learn about more. CSS border. What is the CSS border? The CSS border property defines a border around a HTML element. Tip: you can define a border for nearly all HTML elements. Here we have an example here. Inside there we have a style. We are styling our paragraph with a border of 2 pixels. That means there's a border of 2 pixels here, and solid. So if you put the attribute of solid, it makes it so that you can see it, and the color powder blue. Now let's look at this in Visual Studio Code to see what's going to happen. Here I have the same little code that was explained in the PowerPoint presentation. Now I'm going to run it to see what's going to happen. As you see here, I have a header 1 which is not styled just like these three, because I put paragraph only. Instead of I put paragraph only, but I didn't put header 1, so header 1 didn't get styled like that. Now as you see here, with our 3 paragraphs, as you can see here, the color powder blue came as a border, and 2 pixels. And 2 pixels thickness came for the border. Now let's go back to our PPT to learn about more. CSS padding. What is the CSS padding? The CSS padding property defines a padding space between the text and the border. Here we have an example here. Use of CSS border and padding properties. So we are using both the border and the padding properties. For now, as you see in our paragraph, is the same code here, but instead of having only the border, we also have the padding, which has 30 pixels. Now let's go in Visual Studio Code to see what's going to happen. As you see here, the same little code that I explained you, the same little code that I explained you. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. As you see here, there's a header 1. Normally there was a header 1, and we have our 3 paragraphs here, and padding gave gap from the border to and from the text, so you can see, it's visible, it's more visible. Now let's go to our PPT to learn about more. Last of all, we have CSS margin. What is the CSS margin? The CSS margin property defines a space outside the border. Example, here's an example here. We're using the CSS border and the margin property here. As you see here, it's the same code as before, but instead of padding, we have the margin of 50 pixels. Now let's go to Visual Studio Code to look at what's happening here. As you see here, it is the same code. It is the same little code that I told you right now. Now let's run it to see what's going to happen. As you see here, we have a header 1, the normal header 1 for all 3 of them. But if you see here, if you see at our paragraph, the paragraphs are tightly packed next to the border. So this is our topic today, and if you want to support us, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Kavi Web Designs, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.